The Volquest 2-Minute Drill is brought to you by Food City, official tailgating headquarters of the Vols.
Alongside Eric Kane, Brent Hubbs, Volquest.com for the Food City 2-Minute Drill. Got a chance to talk to Willie Martinez, Darrell Sims, Hobbs, Tyree West, Mike Matthews, a collection of guys today as Tennessee continues their work to get ready for Alabama. Eric, a lot of the questions and concerns is about the secondary and where it's at. Willie Martinez said they need to get better in a lot of different places to shore up some of the things going on in the passing game right now.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the bulk of the questions asked to Willie Martinez was about giving up too much in the passing game, zone coverage. I think he's very aware of it, but very aware that it is a talking point and saying that, hey, a lot of times they're in position, they're just not making the plays. A lot of time it's communication. A lot of time it's not knowing down and distance. And my counter to that, I know we kind of talked about it in the Monday night chat last night. I mean, you're 6 games in. Like, is it going to improve that much the back half? You hope so, but sometimes you can't do anything about not executing. You're in position to make the play, you're not making the play, but not knowing you're down in distance, not communicating, that's an issue halfway through the year.
Well, no doubt, and it's going to show up more and more, and certainly this week this is the best thrower. This is the best passing quarterback in Ty Simpson that Tennessee has faced, so certainly a big challenge for Tennessee there. On the running back side of things, Darrell Sims likes where all 3 of his guys are. Deshaun Bishop today, saw him walking through the complex, looked to be walking fine.
Yep.
Josh Heupel said on Monday he thinks he's going to be able to go. Pretty clear Deshaun Bishop was hot and Darrell Sims was riding him last Saturday. They'd like to do that again if they can.
Yeah, and something he pointed out about Deshaun and something that we've pointed out several times, like he just runs with great patience, kind of lets things set up in front of him, and then the acceleration when you get to the second or third layer, and then the ability to make one guy miss. I mean, everybody's got to make one guy miss. Darrell Sims said that, and Deshaun Bishop's done a really good job in that regard. As far as Star Thomas, where you asked the question, I mean, he was really hot the first couple of games and not as much the last 2 games. And Darrell Sims said, hey, he just needs to be patient. Sometimes you're eager, and that's human nature. You want to go and get everything you can get, but you got to let it materialize in front of him. And it's not anything he's been doing wrong, but it is a lack of patience on the field for Star Thomas, at least from Darrell Sims' standpoint.
Tyree West playing the best football he's played of his Tennessee career. Getting Hobbs back last week was a nice lift for Tennessee. Both those guys are going to have to show up big for Tennessee this week.
Yeah, they are. And, they kind of echo Jackson Moy from the week before, getting healthier, kind of seeing what as a unit they can accomplish as a defensive line, knowing that where they are in the pass rush, they're pleased, they can't stop, knowing they've got a ways to go in terms of setting the edge, forcing everything back inside, filling your gaps in the run game. I think they're excited for this game. A couple of us asked, does the 3rd Saturday in October add any extra meaning for you guys, any extra motivation? And they did the standard, approach the same game. Approach each game the same way every single week. But they do acknowledge that this is a game that means an awful lot to a lot of people, and that it's exciting to, as Josh Heupel said, you come to Tennessee to play in games like this.
Well, and Hobbs made a clear impact when he returned last week to the field. Tennessee needs that kind of impact for him pushing the pocket in the interior this week as well. It's Tennessee and Alabama. Preparations continue. Our coverage continues at Volquest.com. That's going to do it for this edition of the Food City 2-Minute Drill.